All right. Coach, Arsenal.
You make me talk now.
Of course. The distraction they had.
No, but it's not Chelsea, so you make me talk. Let's talk about Arsenal.
No, to be honest, I'm very afraid of Arsenal.
Why?
Because I feel like in the past, there were times when Arsenal could put up a certain performance that you would genuinely consider a one-off, because you know that when they come up against teams that are physically superior and you put them under a bit of pressure, Arsenal would collapse. This Arsenal team look like they built genuine belief in their capabilities that now in world football, there is no single team in the world now where Arsenal will go into that game feeling like they cannot beat the opposition. And that's why I'm afraid.
It's like you are feeling for them. But of course, look, if you've been in a job for 6 seasons or 6 years, and you've been given everything you requested for, you've been allowed to sack everything you think will not help you, you have to find yourself in the position in which they are. Because they are a big team.
Yes.
And they've spent money. They've spent 100+ million on the midfielder. They've bought players.
They've invested in the squad.
Huge amount of players.
Yeah.
He now has at least, in every row, I think he has 2 quality players per row.
Top.
So if player A is not there, player B is introduced, and the quality is not dropped, at least it's maintained, if not better. And that is the dream of every coach. Going to the game against Bayern Munich, Bayern came in with a very
impeccable record.
Yet to lose this season.
Only one draw.
Only one draw.
Union Berlin.
Out of 18 or 19 games or so. They've won every other game. So that, in my view, meant that Arsenal themselves will have to show up and play in a certain way. Don't forget, some few weeks ago, we saw this Arsenal team against Sunderland. Sunderland is not better than Bayern Munich.
Of course.
So football has a very interesting way of putting out its own story.
Especially domestic opponents.
Exactly.
That's always the issue.
It's very dangerous. So now, see, there are times where, as a coach, it's good for you to be obsessed with what you believe in. But even that coach, or who we've all come to learn a lot from, Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
There are times he's looked at the situation and then he's tweaked it a bit just to make sure that the job is done at the end of the day. Yesterday, I felt that Bayern should have played a bit different. A bit different in the sense that Arsenal knew that they want to pass from the back. Yesterday, the pressing of the Arsenal team on them, that is what I call proper coordinated pressing.
It was crazy.
Proper. Just go and trigger. Once the
There was
trigger was
one
done.
moment, I think the one Upamecano went to press in and they give him Zulian.
Then he choked Mosquera. Was it first half?
No, yeah, first half. He went to press, they gave him Zulian. Arsenal were 4v2.
Yeah, it was a Mosquera one. Then Eze missed the chance.
Then there is a chance. You remember that one?
Yes.
Hey,
This is what I call proper.
everybody was going at them.
All the usually that they were waiting. They're waiting. The moment and the first person closer to the, you see, pressing is done when the first person closer to the ball goes and trigger. Once that was done, every other person knew where the channels were. And because Arsenal is a physically dominating team in the air at the back, they will force you to go long. Although it was one of such diagonals that caught Calafiori unaware.
Yeah.
That resulted,
Lewis Kelly
rather, unaware. And that resulted in the tap in. That Olise one-time pass. And then that was a cross from Kimmich. The one who...
It was Gnabry.
Gnabry who's... Okay, because
Gnabry to Karl Lennart.
I was asking myself, that pass was with the right foot, isn't it?
They had switched.
So at the time they had switched. Okay? So that was a simple tap in.
It was 3 passes.
Of all the goals I saw, in my view, that was the best goal on the day.
Oh yeah, I agree.
That was the best goal on the day.
The Kimmich pass to Gnabry
was super.
Oh, God.
Super. And I thought after that, Bayern would have seen the need that on the day, that was the way to go. On the day, because once Arsenal came pressing, there wasn't the need to force the issue. Look, Harry Kane is not very, but he's also very good in the air. And at that level, you don't need to kick the ball to Harry Kane for Saliba and Co to challenge. You can measure
chest level.
Chest level. And he's got the quality to do this. Break, and he's a very good. And then you get the rest of the guys running off him. And they are in on goal. But shockingly, Upamecano, Elebochwa.
No, Upamecano had a bad day.
Elebochwa, that guy, Elebochwa, he's not a good defender.
+1, -1.
Sure.
Because the PSG game was solid.
Solid. And then yesterday, he just came in there as if he's forgotten the basics of football. You see, the Bayern 7, them are 2 centre back. They are not fast like that. The one they bought from Liverpool. Jonathan Tah. They are very slow. Those 2 guys, they are very slow.
Oh, he's big and slow.
Slow. So you realize that once the pressing was so intense on you, go long. Hit it into space. Even if you don't go direct, hit into space. And I believe that should have come from Vincent Kompany. He should have directed them to do so. They didn't do that. But once they failed to do the things that will bring the best out of them on the day, then you go to Arsenal. Ooh, they'll do that for me too on Sunday. No 2 ways about that. You understand? Whether you don't understand, listening. You have to listen. They'll do that for me too on Sunday. Because on the day, you see, when Arsenal won the ball off Bayern Munich, the transition was with proper intent. They didn't delay in the transition. Let's go. Because they also knew that they couldn't allow Bayern the time to recover and make it a fruitless pressing. They saw that once they press, they should benefit from the press. And that was only done in the transition. And for me, I think that is one thing that Mikel Arteta has gotten in the DNA of this Arsenal team. And look at it, there were moments too in the game where they could calm everybody down. When it was 2-1 and Bayern were trying to force the issue, they were waiting for that moment. So you realize when they got the ball, they were now possessing. But this guy, he's been a fantastic player for them. Declan Rice. I don't think he's ever flopped.
Football they talk true.
I don't think he's
probably one of the best.
What's consistency? Consistency. That's why I don't like this moments. Consistency. Declan Rice, his worst game has been a 6/10 for Arsenal. Average 8. Always. You know what to get from him.
Yes.
8.
Yes.
Yet, when the moment of reckoning comes, other people are getting the
other people like what?
Ahead of him.
Everybody has said this season that Declan Rice is.
So it's not about this season. I'm not talking about this season.
Which season again? Last season.
What recognition?
What recognition when make
Ballon d'Or? He should be in top 15. He should be in top 15 consistently.
No, I'm not done. So, like I was saying, yesterday I watched Declan Rice and I said, wow.
You know, there is
no wonder at the time United was ready to pay the money. Chelsea was ready to pay the money. Almost everybody was ready to pay the money. But he chose.
Coach, have you heard what?
He said what?
By United, sounds stupid.
No, rather than Kaonsa.
Okay.
Rather than Kaonsa.
People have survived there.
United don't have a reputation
Bruno
of
has thrived
quality
there.
players.
Okay.
You see, these are the things
Since
when you
2014,
say,
name the players who have thrived there.
you see,
Even if it's one is possible. Papas have no seat up. You can't talk Declan Rice.
It's one is possible.
But he was not focused.
Okay.
He has a fine excuse.
It's okay. Let's continue.
Coach, why you know the favor? I go find excuse.
He was not focused.
It's okay. Let's continue.
So the point
Declan, yes.
Declan Rice was so good yesterday.
He's always like that. So good.
You know what I admire about him? His ability to carry the ball. You see, he's a midfielder. We're midfielders, more midfielders. We have midfield, more midfield. Somebody receive pass. Vitinha receive pass, but he can also carry the ball. But the intensity and the tenacity with which Declan Rice carries the ball forward.
He's a proper box-to-box.
I've not seen a midfielder like that. Maybe he's not very good like Iniesta. Iniesta used to take, but for him, when he's carried there, he's dancing past people as if they were not there. Declan Rice, he will not dance, but when he sees the gap,
He's going.
he felt the gap with intent.
Declan Rice and Ramirez, who's a better ball carrier down the middle?
Ramirez too used to drive.
Hey, that Ramirez, you had to.
He's not seen it. So
But the better
Talking about recent, he's talking about
who is here?
Yeah.
even the better footballers.
No, Eze was a good carrier.
Declan Rice. When you're better, it's better. We're talking about Rice. It's no reach. No. Make you can do that thing for you.
I know we're talking it.
We're talking about Declan Rice. Listen,
You are talking about ball carrying.
He's not better than Rice. So the fact that he's below Rice, please don't mention his name. If he's equal or
He's better
above,
than
No. The ball carrying, Eze had it.
He's better
pass
than
who?
Rice.
Pass who? Pass Rice or pass who?
Pass Rice.
When you're serious.
That's right.
You see,
What do you put the top for you?
carrying the ball,
Yeah.
Declan Rice is better.
Why is this the nickname Michael the Bull?
I'm coming. He used to carry.
Michael the Bull. It wasn't about carrying, no.
The bulldozer carrying was passed.
It was tackling.
No. No, the bulldozer thing.
know,
it
Bulldozer was what?
carrying.
It was what?
Essien
No.
and Lyon. Essien and Lyon. What tackle?
He was more advanced. He was more advanced.
So carrying the
He
ball.
was more advanced. So you always see him in the opponent's half back more.
They like
And-
have side arguments.
You know,
for
beside
yet too much.
arguments.
Let's go.
No. That's why it's a podcast.
Cool.
I'm saying that. Make you can't tell me that it's a the carry part Declan Rice. Declan Rice has been carrying the ball since. That's why Chelsea didn't even want him.
This one is almost going on 2 hours. We need to finish
It's
that.
So what I'm saying
It's your
is-
child ball.
you ran away with the ball.
So what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
I like him
Yes. Me
because
too.
anytime he
He's a
does
Chelsea
that,
boy, so.
don't be doing this.
Talk.
When I'm talking, don't be chipping in Chelsea.
Is he not a Coban boy? Are you denying?
Talking about side arguments. Now you are the one.
Don't mind
Who
this.
they like
He
side
wants to
argument? Are they
dispute.
sure?
He wants to dispute a fact. That's what
It's a useless fact.
Sure.
it's
I won't even pass what.
Why is it useful?
It means that.
So,
Did you make money off him? Does he have a signing off him? What's the talking
Money
about?
off
We can't host this.
He's a Coban boy.
Today you
Fact
cause
too.
all the
Whether
problems.
we made money,
He's not a
we didn't
Coban
make
boy.
money, he will change that fact. Go on.
So the point I'm making is that when he does that, do you know the brilliance in what he does? He does it at the time when the team needs it.
Right.
He doesn't just do it. There are times where he sees that maybe they're under a bit of pressure and then he picks up the ball, he sees the guy.
Hey, bless Matuidi.
He drives the ball for, and everybody just goes. Everybody
He
just
said
goes.
it's here. The Chris.
Oh, bless my treaty. Say Wasan.
Carrier.
Wasan.
Carrier.
That was the straight.
Ball carry.
Wasan.
Ball carry.
Ghana, Egypt. The one is
Oh, no,
the
there
one
was
is here score. Go watch that. Now I say we boo.
They say no score goal.
Oh, they
Bongo, aye.
You know, see the way
If people are taking my half, if you take my half, if you take my half. That was I don't know right in the lane play.
Yeah, I will not accept any Asian slander. here.
So,
Go on.
Who's slandering ACN?
You said Rice is better, he's not better. Go on.
I'm saying Rice is a better ball carrier.
That is slander. That's a
That
slander. Go on.
so the point I'm making is that at the end of the day,
ACN on Bobo Iniesta and now play.
he did the sort of
No,
things.
that's a lie. Go on.
He did the sort of.
better.
Yeah,
anytime
I'm
he does-
factual.
He's
I
better
like
than
facts.
Oh, Mami
It's a lie.
Kasa.
I was saying that what ACN be better ball carrier for me for Declan Rice.
Go on, go.
That be Rice in so attribute like first main attribute too. Every other thing be extra.
Coach,
It will be true.
we need to.
No, in terms of football,
In terms of
it's a
winning.
better passer. The ball carrier, the Rice better passer.
In terms of thing,
So the point I was making is that whenever you see yesterday, there were moments in the game where his ball carrying ability, and you could see the likes of Kimmich and those guys in the midfield of Bayern Munich couldn't live with them, and that just the whole Emirates, it just brought everybody to a very settled, you see, atmosphere, and you could see that Arsenal was winning. But I think just this one more point. I think Neuer has been a brilliant servant to Bayern Munich.
But
But I think the time has come.
why?
I'm coming.
oh, listen to him, lah.
No, he's
I
40
only
plus.
ask why. What?
So listen.
So why
he's
now?
40 now.
Uh-huh.
He's 40 now.
Yes.
Naturally, he was going to provide the why. So
The
allow him.
decision to come out on that third goal and where he finds himself was shocking to me.
Even the first goal.
Yes, because there was a defender within reach of
If first go,
Martinelli.
the set piece.
He came to catch the team's
Yes.
head.
Somebody nudged him first.
But he was pushed.
No, that was when the cross was coming.
And he was pushed.
But by
That's
the
why
time
he leaned
that-
forward.
By the time
I-
there was no way he was
that was
getting
when
to that.
Timber was running towards the
He
ball.
was pushed.
That was when Timber was running towards the area he headed the ball. But from the moment the cross
I don't understand.
was
So
taken,
what should you have? You should have stood on the line.
no. he's saying that he was pushed, but the pushing did not have
No,
any.
forget the push. What I'm allowed to like.
Why was that?
If you go when they come out to
But
the ball,
he came to claim it and he missed it.
you have to. If you come out and you don't
So
claim
that
the ball,
was Neuer's fault.
if you come out, if you come out and you
Can
don't claim
coach
the
finish
ball,
his point on Neuer, please?
So the point I'm making is that he's been a brilliant servant. But I think the time has come
Okay.
that Bayern, as big a club as they are, don't forget, to get him to renew his contract card, there were issues. They wanted to let go. I don't know whether whoever they were expecting to get
They sacked the goalkeeper trainer for him.
and then they sacked. I remember there was a case that he was going to leave. Then they rather opted to keep him. He's been good. Don't get me wrong, but I've seen some very costly errors he's made of late. You remember in the game against PSG, he committed an error that nearly cost them the game. Yesterday too, I think that third goal. One may argue that at the time they were losing the game, but hey,
This life.
if you look at where he was,
is that not how Bayern plays? And that not the risk that comes with Bayern's game.
Like 7-1.
Yeah,
If not for Neuer,
it's sweeping. If not for his sweeping,
The two of you
I'm not
talk
saying
about-
don't
The
sweep.
two of you talk about Liverpool.
I'm not saying don't sweep. You
Okay.
can sweep.
Yeah. No, you've
But
made
when
your
you're
point.
sweeping-
Coach, they can disagree.
When
have made
you
your point.
don't anticipate your sweeping and you come and sweep like the way he swept,
see, coach,
You do
that
rubbish.
boy,
You do
that
rubbish.
boy,
Sure.
the pass from Charlie B podcast.
No, I mean the time. Say we don't have time.
You talk plenty now about Chelsea. They can't make serious points. They talk time. That boy,
Hey.
the Eze. It might be true. You waste too much time on talking about now
You
about
didn't
Chelsea.
contribute to that
Me,
conversation.
I said talk about
When
Chelsea.
we
This
went-
season. Say
No,
to
no,
talk.
forget
I said
Chelsea.
talk
you
Chelsea.
are doing it again.
When we
You are
went
doing
to
it
Lamine
again.
Yamal.
You are doing it
Lamine
again.
Yamal.
Me,
You are doing it again.
You hear something talk
You are
about Lamine
doing it
Yamal.
again.
But who bring the Lamine Yamal problem?
You were entertained with Esteval. You hear something say Esteval
No,
Lamine
forget
Yamal.
Esteban.
Sit to make your point.
Esteban was like,
Lamine
You
Yamal
are
is
doing
like
it
the
again.
you are doing it again. Massa, let me
Sit to make your
let's
point.
talk about football. The reason why I will not blame Neuer for the third goal. This is football, not be nice. It's the quality of the pass from Eze. Nobody would have expected it. That pass, it'd be similar to Pogba in pass to Rashford against Chelsea. Some Chelsea game,
In between.
Now, if you play that pass, as the ball they drop to the player, the ball they recede. So you where they run to, you can't even anticipate the drop of the ball because the weight of the ball on the pass is slowing by the time it gets to the player. That is why even Martinelli miscontrolled. It wasn't deliberate.
It wasn't deliberate, yeah.
It wasn't deliberate.
That is
but
why-
the quality of the pass was so good.
That is why-
any other way,
That is why
if
Neuer-
Eze not pass the ball well, he didn't pass the ball without technique. Neuer clears it.
That is why Neuer now is at fault.
Why?
Because if you step out of your goalpost,
Yes.
almost around the center circle,
Yes.
you have to get it right.
No, coach, I'm saying no, again. I'm saying I get that.
You have
he
to
was
get it
beaten.
right.
It looks awkward. But that is
And I think
Bayern's
that-
style.
and
if Bayern has another goalkeeper and that goalkeeper is not doing what Neuer is doing,
Sit down.
Bayern will concede more goals. You know why?
Yeah, but the
Then you don't
problem was
even have
not
to-
in coming out. Oh.
What was the problem?
It was in the how. He didn't even come for the ball.
No, what did he come for? The pass didn't reach him. The pass was so good that the ball was receding towards Martinelli.
But do you know my problem? My problem was that
This is what
Neuer
I
rather
said.
put off the Bayern defender. You see, there was a Bayern defender.
No, I'm saying that
So
it looked awkward.
Who?
Who would have caught up with
Martinelli.
You see, not caught up, but listen. I think that if Neuer's position was a bit deeper, he would have dealt with the situation better.
Coach, so
He, together with the defender, would have dealt with the situation.
Coach.
So now, if he was a bit deeper and not sold himself the way he did, he would have dealt with it.
the ball to Martinelli. Wait. Do you know why? Do you know why I don't
If you
agree?
left Martinelli billboard, if you left him,
No. Whatever happens, Neuer would have been outside his 18-yard area.
Yes.
He would have been further up the pitch. I'm saying that the quality of the pass and the fact that the ball receded
very
into
difficult to read.
Even if Neuer was 2 years back, Martinelli will bypass him.
You see,
That is my point. Look,
I think-
if Martinelli's touching,
I think the decisive thing also was that Martinelli's miscontrolled touch.
he took the ball
Took it
I'm
away
saying-
from
I'm saying
Neuer.
that the ball
that is why his starting position is quite
if
stable.
Neuer was even 2 years deeper, Martinelli will still get that touch
let's
pass
talk-
and will
can I
take it.
talk-
Danny K, please.
That's right.
Arsenal,
Can I talk about my coach?
please do. Please do.
If you remember on this very podcast, the Chelsea versus Bayern game, when we were analyzing it, I said that high risk, high reward thing that Bayern Munich does me, I felt that if they met a top side, because Chelsea at that time, they are not, Bayern will pay. The way their fluidity is some way. You do they move
Then the
Gnabry is playing left back, and Lima is playing number 9, and Harry Kane is a DM. They are so fluid, and I was saying that it's high risk, high reward. If you don't get it right against a top team, they will punish you. You know why I was so confident that Teta would deliver the results? And to me, 3-1 was not a fair reflection of the game. This game was 5 or 6.
Tell me.
The only chance Bayern created was the one they scored.
Was the goal.
1. Oga, hey, Teta is the coach. And I don't agree when you say that he's been given 6 years and he's been given... That's the ideal situation. You hardly build a squad capable of handling any tactical context. It's very difficult for you to find. If Arsenal want to dominate the ball against you, they can do it. If they want to cede off possession and play a counter-attack, they can do it. And I'm talking about 100% level. They will look like a team that has been doing it for years. If they want to go physical with you, they can do it. They have players and profiles for every situation. Oga, Arteta be coach too. Arteta knew that the way Bayern would do the Hurricane Dembele team, they call them what?
Free roll
false 9. That free roll false 9 thing that Enrique did with Dembele and what's his name? Company is copying with Hurricane and he's dropping deep and people are moving. In transition, you will be found wanting. So what does Arteta do? Man for man, don't be ceding off responsibility to anybody. And that's what Bayern also does with their press. So Bayern presses man for man.
If your man goes into DM,
follow him. That's what Bayern also does. But Arsenal were picking their moments. They were not doing it basa Jimmy like Bayern. Bayern, when somebody is going, Eze is going, Upamecano will follow him to the D. And all those movements from Arsenal, they were luring Bayern Munich out of possession. The thing that didn't work for Arsenal was, funny enough, Saka didn't have a good day. They isolated those one-on-one, he and Lima. Plenty. There were times even Saka and Gnabry, one-on-one. Then he will not know. Was it Gnabry? No. Olise. But he will not be able to go past.
I'm looking at the third way, girl. Tell him, man, it be Neuer in fault.
It will be Neuer in fault.
Okay.
It will be Neuer in fault. Look.
Actually, look at it.
Arteta,
that ship has sailed.
In fact, let's look at the first goal. When Gabriel going, who scored the set pieces? Master, before the Arteta, you don't say Gabriel scored set pieces. We made him. We can make another one. This season, the 2 set pieces where Timber scored, I think it was a Leeds game. Same thing. Oh. Timber starts on the goalkeeper. So when he starts on the goalkeeper, there's nobody who is picking him up. Because Arsenal have done this thing over and over again, where the player who is on the goalkeeper is just there to distract. He doesn't necessarily get his head on the ball. If you remember, Saliba and Wanakipa, then who's safe? Bayinda. He's just there to distract. They put Timber on the goalkeeper. Just before the ball is kicked, what does Timber do? Locates the space in between the two first pole and then the goalkeeper. Goes to place himself, and that's exactly where the ball is coming. So nobody will be able to pick him up. And then flick header. I'm saying it is very difficult for the goalkeeper to track that movement. Because if he's saying he's going to follow Timber, the first person he's meeting is his own defender who was tackling an Arsenal player. So he's already run into somebody. It's very difficult.
Yeah, but if he stands on the line, the ball comes down the middle, right?
If he stands on the line, the ball comes down the middle.
That's what I'm saying. If you step off the line, you don't catch it. It means perhaps you misjudged it.
Yes, but the number one rule in goalkeeping, if the ball is coming to your 6-yard area, you attack it. It's a basic. You don't stand. And if he had stood on his line,
I think the height of the cross matters. That ball was flat. There was no way you would jump over. The reason why you can't claim it is when you jump, you have your hand to make you longer.
But the point is, if he stands on his line and that ball beats him, that's his fault.
The cross was very good.
That's his fault. So sometimes it is okay for you to credit the delivery and not always find fault. Because Boga, there's no way Bayern were able to properly defend against that thing. It was a solid set piece, solid delivery, solid header, synchronized movement. How are you going to defend against it? Neuer should become a defender and follow Timber. He wasn't going to be able to do that.
Defenders didn't do their job well.
It's not about the defenders didn't do their job.
They picked their men, but Timber was Neuer's man.
Timber was Neuer's man.
And Neuer can't move and follow him.
No, but why should Timber be Neuer's
That's
man?
You don't want another defender. You don't want another defender to be around the player, around the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper can't
It's
move.
crowded.
Listen, let me show you how these things are done. When the player goes to obstruct the movement of the goalkeeper, there must be a defender with him there.
No.
Not always.
Coach.
Always.
The
If you
Bayern
don't do
example.
that, listen, the Bayern
Countless
example.
times we always talk about the goalkeeper
I'm
being
coming.
strong in that
That's what
situation
I'm
because you,
coming.
the goalkeeper, will handle the
It
guy.
depends on if Neuer,
Especially
intention.
when Timber is not necessarily the target.
Oh, no, heady ball.
It's never really been the target.
Oh, no, but heady ball.
That is why we give them credit. Because they trained everybody.
I'm not saying don't credit Arsenal. What I'm saying is that if, in terms of numbers, the team awarding the corner kick, the player there to take the corner kick, makes it a 10v10, 10v9. They have one man there. So simple numerical advantage will tell you that if Timber is there with Neuer, put a player on him and free Neuer. Free Neuer starting position. Neuer at the time had two things to do. Focus on Timber and come from the ball. Which one would he get right? I have seen teams defend where players are tasked to go and protect their goalkeeper. And normally when you protect the goalkeeper, he is free to come out and do what he wants to do. Because he knows that there's a defender of his protecting him. So once he just push you in the side, and then he comes and then...
But coach, again, when you're defending corners, the area, sometimes the space for the goalkeeper to operate is small. What you also want to avoid as the defending team is to further crowd the place. Now, if there's Timber and you're putting your defender, mind you, Timber won't just stand there like a toy. You'll be hovering around your goalkeeper.
Somebody should check his movement.
Yes, which means your other player is also hovering around the goalkeeper. If the ball is coming, the goalkeeper is likely to bump into one of them, either his own player or Timber. And we've seen this. I can't remember the exact game, but I've seen a player obstruct his own goalkeeper because he's trying to shove the other opponent.
Yes.
I'm trying to recall.
They use it as an
because there's no space there for the goalkeeper to come out.
So watch Arsenal. When they are defending set piece, there's always somebody protecting rear. Go and watch. You just from today, when they are defending, and you go on rear, there's somebody protecting.
It's a zone. It depends. It's a zone.
No, but
when Arsenal are defending, the defender is not close, necessarily close to
different
Raya.
philosophies. DK, go on.
Look, brilliant. I will say that there are times where you credit the offensive team rather than find fault, and this first goal was one of them. On that third goal again, look, in fact, not even the third goal, the
Calafiori cross.
Arteta be coach, eh? Miles Lewis Kelly, no. His left back, because he's a natural midfielder, Arteta inverts him. He's not as good providing width, but there was something to be exploited there. That, in fact, those wide areas, there was something to be exploited there. That's why when he had the chance to do the substitution first, he brought on Madueke. Because it was easier for a left-footed player to get that instant cross in. Based on the fluidity and who, it was usually Gnabry and the right back, Lima. Mm-hmm. But Lima, because of their movement, Gnabry was the one who was at left back. So it is easier to have a natural player who can just push it past and quickly cross and get a goal. But Madu no, wasn't getting the job done. So what does Arteta do? You must do a scaling, no. In context to the of that game. No, so I'll take you off. Then what will I do? I will send Madu to that side and bring Martinelli. But I will rather invert Martinelli and let Calafiori give me that. Arteta be coach. And when he brought him on, instant. It was an instant result. Straight to Calafiori. To Madueke, who was waiting there after the tactical switch. He did inside. Another thing that Arteta did, there's free roll false 9 and there's false 9 free roll. Merino, he's the false 9 free roll because on your false 9. You understand? he be midfielder. So when he drops into that zone, the comfort, it works better than a Hurricane and this Dembele. Those people, they are in unfamiliar territory. But Merino, no. Oh,
Merino.
Hey, Arteta the coach, when they scored, he see. So I watch the guy say, so if Jokers come back, if Harvest or when they come back, no, you know, say what they got the sit bench.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Charlie, that
Very strong.
Boga.
Very strong.
They made Bayern Munich look like Aston Villa. And let me tell you why I'll not blame Neuer on that.
So just before you comment,
You must not be correct.
I'm talking about the third goal. I won't change my mind. I won't change my mind.
That's the point.
I won't change my mind.
Look, why are you trying to convince
No, let me
you?
say.
Look at the pass. Look at
Let me say.
Let
me say what I want to say.
Look, Martinelli, he just poked the ball past the goalkeeper.
See,
That ship has
Look,
sailed.
It's not so.
You won't agree with him.
because of
No, you should
first
analyze
of all, the high line Bayern Munich play and the fluidity with their defense. You can't risk the ball dropping down.
Why must you be correct? Like, why do you think that everybody must agree with you?
Make it. I didn't say that.
So why are you
I want to show
showing them?
But you are distracting the class.
We all watch the game. We all
I've looked
have
at
all
this
seen
right
this
now.
video.
But he has his phone.
He force him not they work. Chatty, coach. La ilaha illallah. Coach, sit down.
Look, the people who are listening will hear. Look, the reason why I'll not blame Neuer, and alluding to what Sicho said, it's an instruction. The line is high, and you can't afford to let the ball drop or bounce for players like Gnabry, Olise, Leonard Carr to deal with those balls in those areas. So the sweeper keeper thing, Boga, nobody does it better than Neuer.
Of course, he's the best.
First of all, number two, performance determines when a player will retire, not age. So he can be 45. If he's performing the way he's performing, he will play. He's solid. How many times did that situation pan out in that game? Countless times.
And he was there.
And he was there. Again, the pass was just too good. Secondly, the person that the pass was lifted to, no. Martin get pace. You people don't get it. There's something called pace and there's something called acceleration. Some people have pace, they don't have acceleration. And some people have acceleration, they don't have pace. Anthony, he has acceleration, he don't get pace.
After the first
acceleration is how quickly, it's short sprint. How quickly? It's like athletics. You know it. Christian Coleman, quick acceleration, he'll be off.
You are flat.
Then he'll flat. But you say both, no. Medium acceleration, boatish pace. Fantastic. The acceleration was the problem. The pass was good. But Neuer's starting position would have been able to deal with that thing. Martinelli closed that gap just too quickly. And the ball just fell perfectly for him. So when it happened like that, again, sometimes in this kind of situations, in this kind of situations, it's easy to say that, oh, it's the goalkeeper's fault. But you also have to look at the quality that he was dealing with. Okay, it's like they'll dribble Jerome Boateng and you come and tell me that he has shot. Master, like, who will stand up if Messi did chicken? Who? Which defender will do better?
Also,
sometimes it's the quality.
Also, no one could have legislated for that miscontrolled touch that took the ball around him.
That was the thing.
Because if the ball doesn't go around, he's running straight into Neuer.
So the problem here is that
Gabi,
the ball was in the air. So because he had seen Neuer, he needed any form of touch, taking away from him.
Gabi, Martinelli.
Because from the video, Neuer went straight for him.
Yes.
Martinelli.
Oh.
Martinelli. You know, see me. Martinelli. Martinelli, hip my guy. He didn't mean that. It was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
That's what I'm saying.
Martinelli.
Because he needed to poke the ball past Neuer.
He didn't need to know.
It wasn't
He saw Neuer coming and he.
That's the point I'm making.
He was trying to.
That is the point. So we all say the same
So it's
thing.
not a.
No. So Daniel is saying that there was an element of luck there.
You can't blame Neuer for that thing.
Because Neuer's he had seen Neuer where he was, which it shouldn't be.
Yeah, but
look at the ball was around.
But for that poor touch, namely, but for that poor touch,
Coach, DK, where do you think Arsenal are now in terms of their level? Are they like
in world football
are they now like
in world
overall favorites?
In world football, Arsenal is the best team in the world right now.
Right.
Arteta is the best manager in the world right now.
Right.
But football doesn't work like that.
Of course.
You need to sustain it, especially crunch time.
You need to win something.
It's not when you win things in the second half of the season. If Arsenal if they'll drop off 5%, I think they'll win.
I think they'll win the league. The Champions League.
Champions League, maybe Madrid save the 10 left. Alonso, he doesn't Honyard.
Like you said, the problem is the crunch time. Another team shows up.
Thank you. But again, what we are seeing in the first half of the season. Joker is no play, Havertz no play. This guy is not there. What's his name? Gabriel Jesus is not there. Odegaard is not fit. Yeah, last season, 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago, any other team. But this is Arsenal. They are beating the best team in the world without these key players. Gabriel didn't play. Sunday, we saw Hinkapie play. Then Mosquera came. Hinkapie no play. Califere started. This one, Miles Lewis. Players did. And all of them are on the left. See, they were doing substitution. You know who they took out? They took out Timber. You know who they brought in? Ben White. He's better than more of you put your right backs. Better pass them. But on a bench. Kepa. If Raya hits right now, Kepa. Oga.
That's a squad.
See.
That's a squad. Listen.
I have something to say about the Arsenal game.
Okay, we don't even need to talk about Liverpool then.
We have to slaughter them. What are you talking about?
See, that's what
slaughter them.
My point on the Arsenal game is, look,
Now go day.
the first half was almost even. The first half, nobody outplayed anybody.
It wasn't even.
It was almost even.
It wasn't almost.
Arsenal were playing at
no, but it's not true.
That's your point. That's
not your point.
That's what I saw.
It's factually incorrect.
No, it's not factually
in terms
incorrect.
of chance. In terms of
chances created.
Now what are we playing for?
No, what chances created?
How is it even?
What chances created? What chances created?
Easy. Onyade. That's it. Simple goal. Set pieces.
Set pieces, man. Bakope.
What is Bakope?
Back then, Bion.
What is Bakope?
Half. What Ben Bion?
The free kick, the one way Rice take good the far post.
Yes.
We had a 10 down with Neuer.
Easy ball. That ball was in there.
Not be easy ball.
Easy ball. You see, you want to hype that one because it's Arsenal on set piece.
No, he do this thing. He
but the normal.
Make your point.
I'm saying that the
why
first
would
half.
school they score set piece pass Arsenal?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
every chance to make your point.
Yes, that's what I just made. I'm saying that.
Why are you rushing?
The first half.
I'm not rushing. I'm interested in this.
The first half was close.
I'm rushing who?
The first half was close. Look,
You're not correct.
the way Bayern Munich were playing, it was very similar to the way Arsenal were trying to play.
Yeah.
Follow your man. Make sure you have your man. Don't pass the responsibility.
The wording of that thing is very disingenuous. The way Bayern Munich were playing, what you saying was Arsenal were trying to play. They were also playing the same way. What they were trying to play. Like Arsenal were trying to cope.
Mimic.
A shock.
Because Arsenal didn't fully do what Bayern were doing. Oh, the way Bayern Munich wanted to play, Arsenal were playing almost the same. We're trying to play the same. But Arsenal had limits to it.
It's not limits. We've decided we are playing a certain way. No. We've decided we are playing a certain way. You are telling me, did Arteta come and tell you that you wanted to copy?
So it wasn't copying. Bayern were playing in an aggressive man-to-man marking. Arsenal's was aggressive, but it wasn't as aggressive as Bayern's.
By plan.
Passive aggressive.
Yes.
By plan.
Yes, but not saying this. I'm into this coaching.
To Leo.
To Leo.
Yes, it was
by plan.
But I've not said this. It was by accident.
said that to denigrate our.
You want to explain it.
I am making a point.
He is mentioning what he saw. You are adding the
choice of words carry is communication.
You want to explain
but it's not I want to explain it. He knows what he's doing.
What do we do, man?
Make the day do them about it.
Look,
He said no harm well past all of it. So make
Arsenal. Ask the Bayern players, and Daniel explains it. Jonathan Tah, Upamecano, they follow their men. They follow their men very deep and everything.
Lazy defenders.
But Arsenal Arteta didn't allow his boys to follow them past a certain phase. By a certain phase, somebody will take over. Somebody in that phase will take over. So I'm saying that Arsenal and Bayern were playing almost the same. But Bayern were more aggressive at that thing than Arsenal. And that one, you can decide it's coaching, you can decide it's Arsenal. But I think it's coaching. So I'm not saying that to say that Arsenal were inferior, copying something which was inferior to what Bayern were doing.
Right.
I'll take a see. No, but here's the thing. In the first half, the very thing that Bayern did in the second half that Arsenal got the better of them for is the very thing that led to Bayern's equalizer. Look the number of players who were out of position by the time Kimmich was passing the ball. It was simply because they had also overcommitted to the aggressive hype the one man-to-man marking.
Yeah.
So Kimmich, the one time that Kimmich got the ball and could pick his head up, because throughout the whole game, anytime he gets the ball, somebody's there.
Yeah.
The one time he picks his head up, there was space. Gnabry also had moved. Back, triangle, quick, go. So that same thing also called Arsenal. I'm saying that the game was almost even because away at Arsenal, this Arsenal team this season, away at Arsenal, first half, Bayern were quite okay in the game, even though Arsenal created the better scenarios to score. Bayern were very much in the game. They were okay, scored to equalize and everything. But something gave, and that is the squad Arteta has built. Arteta has too many good options on his bench. Even Bayern don't have that. At some point, Bayern couldn't match up chasing their players throughout in the man-to-man marking. So they started getting tired.
They couldn't refresh.
Their legs were going.
Unfortunately, they didn't have enough quality to bring on.
Unfortunately for Company, he doesn't have the same things on the bench to throw on.
Which he actually alluded to during the press.
I didn't even listen to him. But Mikel has
excuses.
Mikel no. Or you one, a free man, on for 2 more, or the one and the beba. And the player that is bringing in, even though the player keep the team at the same level of efficiency or strength, that player also has something extra. That the other player who's off didn't bring to you on the table for trouble. So that is what Arsenal have got. And look, Arsenal's physicality.
They are very fit.
Arsenal's physicality.
Very fit.
Look, Pavlovic, Kimmich, Lima. They were okay in that first half. By the 60th minute, no, my bre.
Yeah.
By the 60th minute, and you see when you're playing the 1v1 man-to-man marking,
his fitness.
You have to win every duel.
You have to be there. You see, it's not about even winning.
You can't allow him to turn.
You have to be there. But at some point, the gap started emerging because Arsenal's fitness and stamina came to the fore. Like everybody saw it clearly. Say, Bayern fun, they can't get close to the Arsenal players. They can't match it. But the Arsenal players
out of steam.
They didn't have it. They didn't have the energy.
That's why I be coaching. Next time, if you know, say
energy,
fit, I make you start giddy.
So for me, it is more credit to Arsenal for the team Mikel has built, and then the quality that he
Danny
also has.
Doesn't want to admit that the 6-year period has contributed.
Danny has contributed massively. But how many times
he said he wasn't that?
I'm saying there's no guarantee, but we've seen it. There's no guarantee that you get. No, it helps, but there's no guarantee. So you still have to credit for finding the right fit for it.
What I said.
And what's more impressive is look.
And they give only how many years we buy. Only how many years we buy.
You can't miss Gabriel.
So Arteta good.
You can't miss Gabriel. Miss Gyökeres. Miss Odegaard. Miss Kai Havertz. Miss Gabriel Jesus.
Gyökeres.
I've mentioned Gyökeres. And be okay. It doesn't make sense. Like it's not like we're going to again like Arsenal lack something in attack because so and so is injured. Arsenal lack some creativity because Odegaard no day. Arsenal lack some solidity. But it is not right. It's not right.
It's unfair.
It's not possible. And you see, it's a serious thing we are talking about because if Gyökeres plays, they play differently.
Yep.
If Mourinho plays in that position, it is different.
Yeah.
Yet they are able to quickly play as if that is what they do every day. And even in game situation, he's able to take off Gyökeres and bring in Mourinho.
And then it has changed.
Quick. Like, wait before Kai Havertz got injured. As Gyökeres came away, so he took off Gyökeres, brought on Kai Havertz. Attitude, different.
Change.
The United game.
United game. Yeah. Attitude, different. That thing is not normal.
It's not normal.
Make nobody go downplay what. See, and what Arsenal have said, Arsenal are no more a soft team.
Yeah. That's
Arsenal, they play Bayern. Arsenal score, Bayern tear, then go shake. Forget. Bayern tears have the roots.
The roots. Like, who be you?
Who be you? Look, this Arsenal thing that they're doing, it's not this season matter. Bro, they beat Real Madrid home and away. Mm-hmm. They beat Real Madrid home and away.
Sure.
The PSG game, they were
and it's built over consistent wins.
Yeah. So for me, this season, all jokes aside, the league, especially the league, is Arsenal's to lose.
Yes, of course.
As for Champions League,
say a tip density then go win the league.
Make no tip them. Why? Who else go tip?
As for Champions League,
who will score them?
As for Champions League, even though right now they are looking good,
you can't predict second half of this
because by this time of last season, PSG were never going to win the Champions League.
Of course.
It was Liverpool and who? Liverpool and somebody, Inter.
Barca.
Oh, really, Barca then dropped some points. Inter. They are not considered. They were all winning. By this time, they should have been winning. Inter go take like 6 for the final. So they are looking good. But let's get around the curve and see how well they are able to sustain what they are doing. By the moment, Charlie Arsenal are looking solid.
Actually, in that case, I have to be fair to you. So you can also say something, unless you want to pass.
Oh, just a Liverpool.
Just Liverpool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do
everything Arsenal are enjoying now.
Yeah,
is what Slot dreamt that he'll be having. You see the impact of the new players who didn't need time to settle.
Yeah.
They just walked into the team and they are providing different tactical solutions across different tactical contexts for when the team needs it. The in-game adjustments that the coach needs to make, that he doesn't need to think too much. Everything Ticho explained, that is what Slot was hoping for when they made the signings. However, I think he's also not helping himself. In this period of trying to figure things out, his best midfielder has been Szoboszlai. Yet, every time Liverpool they've needed results for the longest time. But every time there is this international break or after each disappointment that you feel like this one, he has to get it right. Szoboszlai is the one man who goes to sacrifice. And I don't understand it. Against Nottingham Forest, it was the same thing. He went to play Szoboszlai at right back, brought Curtis Jones, offered nothing. Then against Feyenoord, the same.
PSV,
the same. But if he's going to turn this around, I don't know if they are going to retain him. Me, I think they should, because you cannot, as a club, say that someone who served you for 20 years is disloyal because they want to move on to pastures anew. And then when your manager wins you the league, 7 months of struggling, you say that you don't want to be loyal to that manager. I don't understand that thing. If you are not a hypocrite, show loyalty to the manager and support him.
And Klopp told them to
support him. Yeah, you can't be loyal to a manager for 7 months, but someone served you for 20 years there, or say he has no right to have any ambition, so they should support him.
They have to.
What I think he has to do is that he should sacrifice some of the big boys in the team, otherwise he will get fired. The team at the moment looks heavily imbalanced.
Who will he sacrifice?
The team cannot go with your known variables, like the constant. The guys, you can't think of dropping Salah. At the moment, Isaac Omboshi, drop him.
150.
Oh, drop him. Play Ekitike. Ekitike is scoring in every other game. He and Salah, let them play. Drop Isaac, drop Florian Wirtz.
Wow.
Yes.
Wirtz no head.
Bro.
So now what? A front three of Salah, Ekitike, and
see,
Gakpo?
Maybe because we don't support Liverpool, we are not seeing the severity of it. 9 defeats in 12 matches. Bro, if my coach does
you don't need to support them to see it.
Bro,
go and look at their recent this thing. It's red. Red song.
Some green.
They score Madrid where Van Dijk go hold mic. They start running body.
They talk trash.
You go and say what? You go and say what? You didn't get safe.
See, sometimes
safe handball.
See, sometimes.
Actually, just to
don't let your friends push you into fight you know you cannot win.
Actually, in sacrificing, I think he should also bring back for a team that is shipping too much goals or too many goals. The Japan boy should have to. He has to come back.
Whatever it is, but for me,
he's a proper DM.
For me, there are 3 constants.
That Gravenberch thing.
Szoboszlai needs to get back into the middle.
Okay.
Salah needs to start and play closer to goal. This wide, whatever, Emfa. And then make sure Ekitike is... Do this for about 5 games. Because your job is on the line, or maybe he doesn't see it.
So McAllister go bench.
Oh, Boga.
Okay, he's not being consistent.
He's not offering anything to the team.
He no be fit.
No.
What the wrong?
But he's not completely healed. But the Argentina national team, they're able to speak sometimes. When he goes, they have to rest him, and for the more intense training sessions,
he's fine.
They manage.
He's carrying something. I think he needs surgery.
He's not carrying anything. He's fine.
So he needs to approach this as someone whose job is on the line. Now Van Dijk. See, sometimes
airway session.
Whatever people say about you, it should not get into your head too much. That nonsense he did with Rooney was very stupid. Because within us, in every profession, there are elder statesmen. There are people who have done the job before.
Yeah.
the fact that you have also done it equally doesn't diminish the value they have.
What exactly did he?
Are they shocked?
His approach.
Remove the equally.
What exactly was what you said? What's the way you used? You said foolish or no? You used excessive.
Yes, maybe that was harsh, but it was wrong. It was wrong because
why was it wrong?
It did not depict the sort of respect he should have accorded.
Rooney questioned his
at that
leadership
time.
quality.
He said, He said your performance levels have dropped.
If we are referring
Was that not a lie?
Just
Was that not?
And said the
Are we
leaders needed
referring
do
to
more.
the interview after the Real Madrid game?
Yes.
When he went onto the pitch to talk to
Yes.
that conversation, he confronted Rooney about something he said about Van Dijk downing tools after he signed a contract extension.
Yes.
And he said that was a bit unfair. So which part of that Van Dijk statement
I'm saying that in that moment,
yes,
when your team is in crisis, you are repeatedly making mistakes until you get out of it. That is not the time to go and confront people because you do not have the body of work in that moment.
Did
to
he
show
down
that
tools yesterday? Yes, he did.
So now, what is it? Fence?
You are jumping. You are playing volleyball.
I get you. I'm trying to look at that interaction in isolation. I remember watching it very clearly.
I'm saying
you can have
happened.
hold on. You can have a conversation about whether or not he shouldn't have spoken.
Yeah.
Or shouldn't have confronted Rooney.
Yeah.
But I think confronting Rooney, he actually did it in a very respectful manner.
That's why I'm saying that.
So I don't see why.
I say it is wrong.
You see,
I say it is wrong.
There was
because
wrong with that.
there were subliminals leading to the direct one.
Yes.
He was
Abba.
dropping the
I have no idea.
subliminals,
He was.
and the panel, everybody was laughing
Yes.
because we all knew he was
That he
coming.
was referring to Rooney.
He said that all of a sudden they win 2 games, and now he's a good leader.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
he kept before Rooney opened his mouth. Then he confronted him.
All I'm trying to say is that okay, you made
Me,
your-
I'm saying-
I was only trying to say that
I'm
didn't
saying
think
that-
the confrontation.
I'm
was,
saying that number one, even if I disagree with it,
yeah.
because of the person who said it, no, I would not even have replied. Number two, you are still shieing.
Maybe if it had come from a Liverpool legend, he would have kept quiet. But because maybe it came from Rooney, that's why
He felt.
But no, but the point is Liverpool fans would enjoy that.
Yeah,
Yes,
And he's
of
doing it
course.
for the
I
Liverpool
get
fans.
that, but I'm saying that
It's politics.
for you on the personal level, you are still shieing.
Okay.
So when you are, that is not the time for talking. See that thing you did, me, I think it was deliberate.
Oh, of course,
It was
yeah.
deliberate.
Oh, the handball.
No, because
The case where he was served.
but it was like a handball.
Oh, the guy
set.
played volleyball.
I've
Because-
never seen that before.
Oh, but he's played
Such a-
volleyball.
There was
Big,
nothing
tall
accidental.
defender.
There was nothing accidental. And the way the hand of God part 2, Maradona part 2. Except this one, he was not even trying to hide
Nobody
it.
said it's sabotage.
Oh, it's not
No,
something.
but
what he was doing.
But what,
It's called a moment of madness.
see, what he did, he's given reason for people to use words like sabotage because how do you explain that?
Oh, it's a mistake.
And you see the Liverpool fans, each time, Konate is easy.
He's the easy.
He's an easy one. So they have decided
one
as
to
a
go and
fan base that because Konate will not sign a new contract, we are going to. So when he makes a mistake, then they've decided that Konate is. So nobody should say that Van Dijk is the problem.
And this game,
Van Dijk was
because Van Dijk
Nade.
also made a mistake. Now they don't feel comfortable calling out Konate because it
they are
would mean
afraid.
calling out Van Dijk.
They are, huh? CBS edited a video of behind the scenes of Carragher when he was watching the goals go in. And the whole 2-minute video of his reaction mentioned Konate 5 times.
You don't talk about Van Dijk.
I'm telling you.
They've decided. It comes from the top. So when
it's
they
like,
decide
come
that
on,
Trent is the
Konate.
bad person, all of them will
He mentioned
descend on
Konate
Trent.
5 times.
And you see,
Oh, but we don't see the same thing they are doing to Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez is the problem. So Darwin Núñez is the problem.
And then
when Luis Diaz vexed them, so then Luis Diaz became the problem. Then he's the problem. Everybody else is good.
And you see-
So today they don't talk about Isako because 150. If they disarm now, people will talk say, hey, you spend 150.
Even
They are
Vets.
fine.
Even
Even
Vets.
Vets. So that one they are fine. So they've decided on
Frimpong and
Konate.
Kekes.
I asked one of my boys. If Konate had signed an extension before the start of the season, you think they would hound them like this?
they've done this so many times that it's easy to say that they are not getting at the boy really for the mistakes he's making.
Oh, no. It's because he doesn't want to stay. They're not rich. The guy they go marry, they're not rich.
No.
Are you there Liverpool marry, they call you, go stay. What did they talk
In
about?
the games where he was not making obvious errors directly leading to goals, they were behaving as if he had made errors that were leading to goals. Because at that point, everything about him offensive.
Hey, Atu, Van Dijk, if Madrid call him, if he go left, they don't call him. That's why he's still there.
Oh, they say
Master.
they call him the
Oh, they don't call him. They don't call him. They don't call him. And take the
So for you,
This
you
one
think that
number,
the
no.
only way
The
to
telephone
turn the
call, they don't
corner
call
is to
so
make
they don't
good
get
goals.
caller ID.
That's a good point.
Charlie Oko.
Drop big players.
Drop the because but how bad does it need to get? Look,
so is Van Dijk one of those that has to be dropped?
Who do they?
Oh no, I'll drop him, but you need protection in front of the back four. If you expose the back four like that, you can't sit down there and tell me that.
Yes, the Liverpool you're wine. You still don't get it.
What is it?
The team doesn't have any energy and any pace in the team anymore.
That's the thing.
See, let me tell you. And unfortunately for them,
motivation.
And unfortunately for them, the bad results and the reoccurrence of it has now touched their confidence levels.
Yes.
Now mentality.
So the one thing that the player would have done instinctively, then they are having to think about it 3 times. Gravenberg, no. Oh no, right now if you want pass the ball left stuff, you won't weigh in leg, they make sure that they pass them nice.
So they're starting to doubt themselves.
Last season, you would have just let it go, they're accurate.
McAllister shot.
Look, quick. Van Dijk will come and receive the ball, 10, 9, or 10, and right now they 10 to go. See, in Liverpool, you're wine. The entire front line, they don't have the energy and the aggression.
Yeah.
Darwin Núñez won't score, but he will worry the defenders.
Yeah.
Luis Diaz is nobody in this Liverpool team can take on players. Nobody.
You mentioned him, I know that they missed it.
So let's talk about why?
Right, he mentioned Luis Diaz, so I know that Bayern missed him.
So if that was one of the things I said I was going to say, I can't forget. Say they missed him.
They missed him.
Because the one-on-one, you need him.
Yeah.
He go change, man.
He go kill.
No, the point they missed.
Oh, he go kill who?
But what they told me, you know.
He go kill who? Timber.
You the joke. He doesn't have to dribble Timber. See, that be the mistake.
Maybe one-on-one marking.
He doesn't have to dribble Timber. Arsenal were not doing it as aggressive.
There you go, Messi. Who?
Yes, Cunha not join all of them to cheat all of them.
Who?
Matthias Cunha. He joined all of them to cheat them all.
So Diaz wouldn't have made them better. Diaz wouldn't have made them better. Diaz wouldn't have made them better.
You know they go anywhere. You know they go anywhere.
And you see, and
why we know me? Why last season Timber no meter? What was the top player? I said Luis Diaz. They talked to him by the bench. And go call this in what be name?
And for me, Liverpool.
Make sure Mark Refu.
And for me, Liverpool. No, look, when you brought in Frimpong and Kekes, you have to understand who they are.
They
are not defenders. They are wing backs.
The DJ, no.
They are wing backs. Even the DJs have play wings,
right wing
proper. So see, this funny on this platform. See, if I get a spirit of prophecy, then it's on this Liverpool transfer window that I saw that it was. See, I saw it.
You are gifted.
See, I saw it clear.
You are very gifted.
It was going to be difficult for it to work. Isaac, no, on my pressure now.
On press it.
Ekitike on yes,
on press it.
Gakpo on the stiff.
You people.
Gakpo then champ as all.
The whole front line, Gakpo he forced this year.
He shine.
What is your hitting post?
Gakpo he forced past them all.
He always the hit post.
But he do something.
What did they do?
He forced past them all.
What did they do?
Gakpo he shine.
Okay, aside Ekitike, Gakpo.
What aside somebody?
Then the rest.
What?
Ekitike
then
3-4 goals.
But he did better pass them all this.
Liverpool planned their distance poorly. If you assign Vets, Neuer, if you sign Ekitike or you knew Isak would eventually happen, why didn't you strengthen midfield?
Bakola.
And then the back line. And why need to bring you guys are talking something because I also Gakpo, so if I bring Bakola, we can play there.
So if Bakola they play one fast, then Gakpo release.
See, Bakola might not always
it's
score.
Not the end product.
It's for me.
You see, I catch him. You see, I catch him. You know where they go. You see, come on, you see, I catch him. He says it's not about the end product. You see, I catch him. I get him.
Billboard.
I catch him.
No, but you see, you need players like that. But this Liverpool team, they lack energy. Even if they are passing, you know, be sharp.
Did you see them?
And the trends and the trend thing too. See, this Liverpool team no more has a player who has in his locker for the big switch. Van Dijk they try Benko. Trent, no, you don't have to pass the ball. You go switch the ball.
So cut off like 4-5 passes.
Cut off like 5 passes. Quick, Diaz, control, go. But right now, if Liverpool want to play from the back or anything, it has to be short, quick. By the time they reach the opponent's half, they have regrouped, recovered the amount. And who do also? It is easy to defend against them because nobody defeat take on somebody. Nobody. And Slaughter.
Oh, decay.
But I'm going to take this thing to whack you.
Gakpo.
I now you think about that.
It's not now.
So for me-
Actually, I've been talking about it for a while.
For me, there are only two things that Slot can do. Two. It's either he forces his team to play like Pep Guardiola's City 2 years ago.
Slow.
Like heavy possessive team. Then they hold the ball. But if you won't play a bit of
ponderous football.
that's a sir. But if you won't play a bit of quick energy football, this group of players that he has, omun to me embo. And I just saw Van Dijk then, so I rest my case.
Okay.
Possession football.
Me, the only thing I think the guys have said it all.
Yeah.
The only thing I will advise, if you're a Liverpool fan and you have access to Arne Slot, then take note. The way he's suffering, me, I'm a Man U supporter, I like. He should stay there, make you suffer. That one, they know too.
Don't sack him.
Don't sack him.
Shining bright.
He has to be there. I told you, remember I said that they will lose 9 games.
And coach, before you continue,
And it has happened in 12.
if this is the start of Liverpool's decline, then if you're a Man U fan, be ready because you are rising.
Yeah.
Liverpool and Man United have never, ever been
At the
forming the
top at
same time.
Yes.
Only once have they casually competed for the league title in the Premier League era. They never did.
Yeah.
If Liverpool did for Man U, go shine. If Man U did for forget.
Right?
Yeah, in the league.
But in Europe, they've
They've
been
what?
competitive at the same time.
What time?
Multiple seasons.
What time?
No.
08, they were both in the semi-finals. 07, they were both
07.
in the...
Both way, they were both way.
Sorry?
07, they were both way.
Also, Liverpool not the inside.
Man, you didn't make semi-finals. 07.
Scotland still last 16. See, Liverpool.
No,
they
but
are-
08, they were...
Yes, let me say that there's only
We'll
one.
make semi-final.
Who you go play against?
Milan score.
Milan scoring for it.
Milan and come out with.
Yes, 07.
No, 07.
That's not
Kaka in a
Yeah,
year.
Kaka
He said
So
Kaka.
2 seasons in a row, Man U and Liverpool
Yes.
were both in the Champions League.
Yes, apart from that.
Yeah, but
Apart from that,
some way.
I'm telling you that in a long time.
And in those 2 seasons, they exchanged the final positions.
Apart from
07
that,
Liverpool, 08 Man.
you don't get it.
But
It's
it's
only
only-
2
yeah.
seasons in a long time
Not like
since
period.
Man United started dominating
football.
Premier League football.
The Liverpool
They've never competed with Liverpool.
Yeah, before Man U
And
came up,
before
Liverpool on top.
Yes. So if Liverpool are going to
I
decline,
agree. I only just said that in
2
Europe.
seasons pair.
So the point is that if
That's
you're a
a
Liverpool fan,
Hey, but if Man U and Liverpool they chase Premier League,
quickly
the league will
call,
be. Forget Chelsea then. So
you have to
So they
call
don't reach.
Arne Slot. The rate and manner at which he's being slaughtered needs to be put to an end. Because at the end of the day, Liverpool didn't give him close to $500 million after winning the league to put up such lackluster, shambolic coaching.
Rubbish.
Absolute rubbish. The fact is that he bought so many players, not knowing how he was going to use them.
Sure.
it's like you're a good player, come. You're a good player, come. Kekes, you played well for Bournemouth last season, come. Frimpong,
You
you're
know,
a
I
good
have a
player.
theory about the Ekitike and Isak one.
Yes.
I felt like my theory is that they went to Ekitike to try and force Newcastle.
Oh, you know sauce.
Where Frankfurt see the money, so we accept.
No, this is the other part is not added. They went to Ekitike, knowing that Liverpool wanted, Newcastle also wanted Ekitike.
Yeah.
So they went to Ekitike thinking that if we go to
That's what
Ekitike,
I'm saying.
Newcastle will now
Newcastle
say
will
that,
say that,
okay, come and take
So,
Isak. Let's have a Ekitike.
yes.
The Newcastle said, okay, we won't pay. That Liverpool, you've thrown in the cash already.
I
Sikala lock
collect.
it. Where Isak to, as you call him, you tell him, say,
They assure
whatever happens,
Make you
don't
go strike.
play.
Make you
Go
go
strike,
strike.
we'll come for you.
So then convince them about it.
you bomb.
So
That's
that's
my
what-
theory. That's my theory.
So he has to just go back to the basic things. I've never seen a team that is conceding so many goals and the coach decide not to do anything to stop that from happening. It cannot be the case. I think what they need now is a proper DM whose responsibility fundamentally will be to break up the play and give the ball to those who to go and play. And that is the Japan boy,
Endo.
That boy, since he joined Liverpool and that club, he's never been a bad player. He's never been a bad player. All of a sudden, Slot comes in. That Dutch mentality of favoring Dutch players. It's always been the case with Dutch managers.
Normal.
Wherever they've gone,
I
if
can't
there's
tell
a
you.
Dutch player there, they
Say
tend to
Ogbon.
favor the player.
Grab him back, nigga.
I still disagree why Gravenberg is being played in the position It worked last season, don't get me wrong. But it's been figured out.
Quick.
And I think from the way he carries the ball, he's starting too deep in his half. So by the time he turns, go, he has to. But if there's somebody there, especially when it is clear that McAllister is struggling. He didn't go for preseason because he's injured. He's carrying an injury. We are being made to understand that he's not fully fit. Bench him. Bring back Endo. And let the rest play. And then go back to your natural fullback. I think that Bradley boy who used to deputize for
See, you know who our players Liverpool's right back?
Who?
Joe Gomez.
He can even call on Joe Gomez.
See, he has the pace and just the discipline to be
in the position.
He will make a mistake if he wants to overplay.
That's right.
But just defend.
But he doesn't overplay.
Just defend.
He's
That's
there
all.
to defend.
For this period.
For this period, just defend. Keep it
Something
solid.
must be done to
Just defend.
stop the goals they are conceding. And then I think Van Dijk needs to be spoken to. I agree 100% with Wayne Rooney. His leadership quality has been questioned based on the performances he's displayed on the pitch.
Yes.
No two ways about that.
Yes.
His performance has been very bad.
Very bad.
Very, very bad.
Extremely bad.
Shockingly bad. You understand? So he needs to sit him down.
Mm-hmm.
And then, in addition to him, I think Salah should be brought closer to goal. Take him out because he's not going to outrun anybody there again. Because especially when his fullback are not looping the sort of balls that Trent were looping to him. Watch, when Trent was there, Salah need not get involved.
No need.
Trent plays with somebody.
Just wait.
The moment Salah sees that Trent is playing to somebody, he's on the move. The ball comes back, he's gone. Yeah. But this time, it's not happening.
And Salah staying far away from goal is because of the strikers. The strikers in the sack. Darwin Nunes, no, on himself mean to me, so he will leave the box. I will leave the box for Salah.
And do the donkey job.
There is always the page. Jota to know say Salah be bossu. So Igo Firmino was doing the same. But right now, Isaac say I be center forward.
So he did there. So the manager for Think Smart.
He had
for me
can do three backing.
For me, that's another option.
For me, if like the ball Magay.
For me,
but you go for bring Joe.
They have to.
Not bad.
Play three. That one DJ go force.
If he doesn't win the next 3 games,
which is winnable,
which
West Ham.
The next one is not winnable.
West Ham, Sunderland, and Leeds.
West Ham is not winnable.
Bro, if there's no excuses.
The next 3
if he doesn't, yes. After that, they are playing Inter in Champions League. Yes. If he doesn't win these 3 games, quick.
Eder was sacking.
I
didn't know.
Klopp stood in front of Anfield
and said
we should stick with him.
Klopp until the India.
But he's a godfather.
And so the point I mean, if he doesn't win the next 3 games, Eder was sacking. Because the players' confidence are going to go down. We are going to the business era. Yeah. From the way they are going to take the Champions League, they won't qualify for the next one.
DK, you get the last word on Liverpool.
There are levels. Football, there are levels. Van Dijk, we did rate him. That's why we did talk so. When Van Dijk walked into Liverpool, they had defensive issues.
There's time for everything.
He stood by Lovren, and all of a sudden, Lovren looked better.
The issues were fixed.
It's not true. It's not true.
It is true.
When Lovren went to Croatia, he was balling.
It's true. Yes, but Liverpool he wasn't doing well. When Van Dijk came,
the quality was there.
The quality was there. The quality was there, but his partners were no good.
Liverpool. Lovren looked better in the Liverpool shirt. Why Croatia if he forced for them, they are
Lovren too made Van Dijk look good.
He didn't make him look good.
Okay. Have you seen Van Dijk play alongside Delete in the Dutch national team?
Lovren, but in the force. Three back.
In the Shas, Delete, don't call him again. This is Delete, don't play again. It means why Van Dijk don't make it play? Why Van Dijk don't make it better? Why Van Dijk don't make it better?
I know she say, if Van Dijk did, then Ake,
why Van Dijk don't make Delete better? What's
He passed through Ten Hag.
There's shot and there's irredeemable shot.
Yeah, if you pass through Ten Hag, but the point is, we know that Van Dijk has made teams better. Yeah. He's made this Liverpool team better.
Before.
And one thing he has is his organization and leadership at the back. Mm-hmm. As for that one, you can't take it away from him. So when we are watching, or what we are watching this season, when is clear evidence that there's something wrong with your leadership at the back, you can't tell us not to say it too. That's what I'm saying, that the fan base, no, this thing is not even for it's the fan base, no. If you as a fan base have decided that you go at Konate, in your groups, you can insult him.
But we are not stopping.
Outside the group, you can't tell me who to come and talk about.
That is true.
Van Dijk, no, on Yade, because I know the guy when he was
coaching bench.
Under 13, he was playing volleyball. Spiking. Volleyball.
He has the height for it.
He has the height for it. You don't see he's a boy. You get the arms for the thing. You can't be throwing your arm in the air like that. Finish, then you conveniently not mention him and go and mention Konate.
I said Van Dijk, he gets some behavior. His behavior be say every football rule doesn't apply to him.
He's different.
Like he's different. Like why should I catch a boy and you give it as a penalty?
What do you mean?
It has the referee say, what do you give?
What do you guys
He caught somebody. Premier League game, he caught somebody where then take penalty against Liverpool.
Wait, say what?
Wait, the referee say, wow, penalty me.
Are you serious?
like
No.
like the aura, no.
Like the rules is different for him.
No, but it be bad.
Like,
It's bad.
Okay.
And mine is not just, you see, when it comes to like the goals they are conceding from opening play transition, that one, coaching. Yes, some of the defenders can do better. But coaching, if they lack protection in front of the defense, it's always going to
And Liverpool, they lack so
but
much
the
energy.
set pieces, no. The set pieces and
That
the
is where
crossing,
you have a problem.
That's where I have a problem. Because you need to take charge. You can't be standing. I go post some video. I see the champagne.
I understand Murillo goal for this weekend. It be him, he hit the ball poorly where he go for Murillo. Murillo, but I put him to talk about him. Nottingham Forest. The ball was coming directly to him. Play the ball. It was a poor header into his own box. Into his own box, Virgil.
The Crystal Palace one.
Yeah.
I don't see the video.
I see the video.
Cross has come in and is headed at the far post. When the ball is headed to the other post, what does that make the other post now? Is that our post too near post? It now becomes far post.
Far post.
So if I say Van Dijk was sleeping at the far post, everyone from and then they watch this side. The guy, when the ball was crossed in, Van Dijk didn't near post.
Coaching bench.
They headed the ball across. Sir was standing there free.
No, they're not because
You didn't watch the guy. No, it was the corner. That be the first goal.
The first goal,
You
the
didn't
first
watch
goal.
the guy. The guy they stand your front. You didn't watch him as the ball has come. They headed the ball across. You didn't watch him make the guy tap the ball in. You finish the shake your head. They thought, damn. Then you watch somebody.
Yeah, so you know, that goal of you cause that's understanding.
Let me tell you something. He's been doing this thing for. You remember the Man United game against Liverpool when
Sancho sat somewhere down.
Milner, they blast the hell out of him.
Yeah.
He they talk. You be lazy defender.
But right now, nobody did.
Me, nothing they vexed me past last season. I said, which game was it? It was a game like that. The attacker went past Trent.
Where?
And he came across the
Against
clear.
Man U.
Against
Man U.
When in the shout out, when they watch out.
I was like, nobody shouting. If you saw watching,
just watch out.
No, it's here I'm like twice. Where it happened the way you watch I'm like,
What?
Are you serious? I remember when the Liverpool fans were having a go and say he won't left the club, leave our club.
He watched. He cleared away. We watched the boy.
Yeah.
Like.
What trends have shy?
I
But
swear.
why you they do like a shedder, but you they do this thing. You say
They do humble.
Charlie, that's that. So I hope you enjoyed our Champions League action.
Of course.
Wow. What an episode. This one.
But you know what
iconic.
you know what tell me, see, Estaval in talents no be Lamine Yamal level. That's in the
Don't start argument again.
What's
We
the
finished.
goal?
We have won that argument. So now,
You and who have won which argument?
Oh, we win
Fed
and so.
Total,
You and who?
has won this
About me to
argument.
score you.
You and who?
Me to
Me
score you.
and he.
For the way.
So listen, guys,
Aesthetics.
subscribe, like, share, leave us your comments. Estaval, Lamine Yamal, who is the better player? Let me know. Who's the better 18-year-old?
If you guys
Only they have
only
faced each
Chelsea
other only once,
Look at it.
One battle where at
and only one of them came up on top.
You put overdo.
I will not overdo.
We can talk about the prospects he has, but at the
talent-
moment,
the
in
talent
world
level,
football,
the talent level.
at the moment in world football,
The-
external reach Lamine.
He just came to Chelsea.
You know.
He doesn't have to just come to Chelsea.
Has anybody ever
You
won
don't be
Ballon d'Or
serious.
playing South America?
He-
He just
who's
came to
talking
Chelsea.
who's talking about Ballon d'Or?
What are the things you are going to use to say that reach Lamine Yamal? You are going to say Ballon d'Or top 3.
No. I wasn't going to say Ballon d'Or. I wasn't going to say Ballon d'Or. I wasn't going to say. I wasn't going to say Ballon d'Or. I wasn't going to say Ballon d'Or. I was never going to say Ballon d'Or. I was going to say that at the age of 17, at the age of 17, to help Barca. In fact, no, this guy.
One was also with Libertadores at 16.
Oh, FC Barcelona.
Don't now come and say that.
Yeah, man, now in the right ICGC,
wait.
if they win the Euros,
Estefan,
now
I
in
dey
the
rate
right
am because
BC,
Brazilians barely make
now in
mistakes.
the right BC,
Brazilians barely make mistakes.
BC.
Like hype
not
around
correct,
young players because there are too many of them.
Yeah.
So if Brazilians tell you say Estevao be special to them, it means say he has it. However, I'm saying that for what Lamine Yamal has done in the last 3 seasons at the highest level of football.
2 seasons. This is the third one.
The highest level of football last 2 seasons. Highest level of football is
We are in 2025.
It's in Europe.
Spain, which year
No
they
doubt
won
about
the
it. That's why all of them want to come and play.
2024.
What he has done,
how
what he has done at the highest level of football.
Now in the right beat.
2024 is
It gives
last
us
year.
a
What are you
level of
talking
credit.
like?
Now in the right
Esteban has the
ICGC.
potential to reach it. Or
In the right exam.
but he hasn't yet
In
done
the
it.
line.
My point is
So
that
I'm acknowledging the EU, but at the moment, I won't say that we say
where I disagree
it has
is
the
that-
level.
where I disagree.
Because Esteban can go to Barca.
Where is Lamine Yamal? That Esteban needs to reach. Where?
Esteban go fit go Barca. The pressure for Barca no be the what's the Chelsea. Chelsea be make no they don't even go there. Esteban go fit go, and Esteban Chelsea are actually really managing him well. They are not throwing him into pressure moments. When Lamine Yamal burst onto the scene for this miserable Barcelona team under Xavi, they were playing him like you for played and deliver.
I have a question. Did they have a choice?
You say
Did they have a choice?
they had a choice.
They had a choice.
Like who was the choice?
No, but
Ferran Torres didn't play. They play Lamine Yamal.
Is he better?
No, the 17-year-old boy had to play.
the 16-year-old.
Wait. It's
16-year-old.
So Pedro Neto, then Garnacho, then that guy, friends, Gittins, are they better than Esteban?
Garnacho doesn't play.
Oh, no. I'm
He
saying,
rotates with Neto.
is Neto better than Esteban?
They rotate.
Is he better?
Esteban is better.
Neto starts.
Esteban is better.
Yet Neto starts.
This
On a
argument.
need basis.
This argument.
Neto starts every day.
On a need basis.
Because them all them are senior. He's been sabotaged at Real Madrid. Hendrick is superior. He better pass them all.
Every day, magnificent.
That's it. Thank you very much.